Guys, welcome to Jonesy's vlog. So, it's finally done. Finally, after 6 months of absolute hell, the takeover of Leeds United is finally done. Well, the first part of it, obviously, meant to be completed within the next month, but David Hay is going to be joining the board imminently. And then Salim Patel and I can't remember the other guy's name, that's really bad, is going to be joining in September sometime. Money has already been put into the club today, apparently. Obviously Ken Bates is staying chairman till end of the season. I know a lot of people are still seeing this as a negative, but to be honest, as long as this is 100% complete takeover of the club, and for me that means that the final decisions for anything being made lies with David Haig and Salim Patel and GFH. I can't see how even as chairman Ken Bates will be able to have a final say on any of the major matters at the club. So as long as that is the case, I'm perfectly happy with that. Strange decision for him to be then moving on to be president after the end of the season, because he's definitely no Lord Howard. But to me it just seems like it's a title, president of the club, so again hopefully that will mean no power and he'll have no say in the team matters, which is the most important thing. So it's finally good news. I mean, what the difference, a couple of days, mate. I mean, my last vlog, as many people have reacted to it, it had quite a decent reaction through people on Twitter. It was all doom and gloom. And now this has happened a couple of days later. I mean, look, I don't want to get carried away. Obviously this is fantastic and I'm living at the moment, and I'm celebrating and I'm happy that it's over and it's done with. But this is just the start. The points that I brought up in the vlog the other day still need to go through. The money that is used on the team needs to be spent wisely. We don't just want to be throwing money at any players that are out there. We need to look hard and properly at the correct players that are going to be right for this team. Personally for me, I think we need some a decent pacey winger that will take defenders on and get the ball into the box, a pacey striker, a decent striker that is going to partner Ross McCormack properly up front and score the same amount of goals, if not more. We definitely need more strength in the midfield and probably just a few more defenders, just for sendings off, and if there's any injuries we need shoring up in defence. So that needs to be sorted. I think the interaction with the fans needs to improve. So once David Hay and Salim Patel and everyone are on the board, I think it needs to be a lot better interaction with the fans than what Ken Bates has done over his years at Leeds United. And I believe this includes with the supporters trust. I think they need to build a healthy relationship with them. I personally believe they need to build the relationship back up with BBC Radio Leeds. I think it's important that local radio station gets Leeds United coverage back. And just and ticket prices, obviously I think they need to change, and ticketing systems. I think the relationship with the fans needs to be rebuilt. I know a lot of fans will say that's impossible with Ken Bates still at the club, but it needs to start now rather than later. We can't wait for Bates to go for these relationships to be built. If they're coming in and they've completed this takeover and they own the club, it's them that needs to start these relationships, because they're going to be the ones completely in charge at the end of the season. So with ticket prices, lower them, maybe start doing ticket offers and deals to get young fans back into the club. And obviously get back the fans that we've lost over the past few years. Excuse me. And all this, if all those can be done and completed successfully, then I think we'll have our club back, which is exactly what I've been so upset and angry about. I feel like as Leeds United fans, we've lost our club over these past, especially these past few months, but over these past few years, it's just not been the same. So fingers crossed, guys. Not getting ahead of ourselves here, but fingers crossed. Today is the start of a new dawn for Leeds United, and hopefully the start and the stepping stones to finally getting back in the Premiership. So yep, that's just a quick one from me today, guys. You know, really happy with the news. I wish David Hay and Salim Patel all the luck in the world at Leeds United. Thank you for all the hard work you've put in. I know it's been a long time and a lot of fans have lost their patience, but you know, the ones that have kept the patience have been well behind you, and we're definitely all behind you now. So good luck, and up the mighty whites. Thank you, guys.